Hello and welcome to another Flashpoint Campaigns Red Storm gameplay video. We're playing the Hell on Wheels campaign, Scenario 1. This is part 8. And take a look here, try to recall where we were. Had the most interesting thing happen in the last command cycle where boatloads of armor, most of this, turned from here down back to where, well, the graveyard of a tank regiment, when I fully expected a rational player to advance through Kuckensdorf, through this victory point, and on to glorious victory by getting into the artillery and other thin-skinned vehicles way before I can get reinforcements to stop them, or at least not any of any consequence. A company of mech infantry. We also lost this victory point hex in the last. I lost it, and I lost the battalion headquarters to just pure. Oh yeah, I forgot about that in this vicinity. I suspect, based on the way the AI behaves, that they're probably parked on that hex right now. He may be moving ahead, I don't know. These guys are in blocking positions, and now that I consider these blocking positions, I kind of wish I had put that guy there. But I wanted somebody on the road, so maybe it should have been this guy here, and it's done now. It would take 30-40 minutes to get them moved a hex. I'm going to let them sit, live with the error. I've given a bunch of orders, some of which were totally trivial. Rearranging a few guys. This guy's come up here to back this guy up because it is getting a little woolly here with all this coming up the road. They've just got to hold out another 30 minutes to an hour, and significant reinforcements will be in. Probably toward the end of this command cycle, we'll start seeing that show up. These reconnaissance guys are moving to positions, blocking positions here, and mostly to take anything under fire that comes across here. That's good. This is good ground via flinging toes for 2,000 or 3,000 meters. Bad place to be standing up the T-80s, but the T-80s are going somewhere else for right now. I don't think we'll see them for another, I don't know, maybe if these guys get orders to turn around immediately, they might be there in 20 or 30 minutes. So I think that's all going to have a chance to gel. In fact, I took this guy who was going to stop here and sent him here as another serious reinforcement to the reconnaissance troop that's heading that way. Artillery, not a lot going on. These guys are rearming or reloading. This guy's moving, so I've pretty much left him alone. As you can see, these guys have taken some pretty bad hits from counter battery. I'm really reluctant. I'll do it, but I'm really reluctant to keep them from scooting. And those guys who in previous games I've had the luxury of leaving on counter battery missions themselves for most of the game have been busy, and we're just, Soviet artillery is what it's going to be. I've never could attribute directly any lessening of artillery, incoming artillery, to that guy being on counter battery, and this time things have been a little too hairy, although I'll admit that this time it's almost a frivolous target, which is this soft target. And I say it's frivolous only in the point of view that if that guy is not eliminated, he's not going to charge across the field and win for the Soviets. But on the other hand, a healthy dose of artillery among those soft vehicles could kill more than a few, and that's kind of what we're looking for here. We're looking for the Soviets to say, yeah, I've had enough. So that's gamey, but there you go. I can't think of anything else, and I've been talking for about 5 minutes, which is becoming traditional, habitual. And if you've been hanging on through all this stuff, you've either learned to tolerate it, or you turn the video on and walk off for 5 minutes and come back. So I've given all the orders there are to give. I do guess it wouldn't hurt to look at this for a second. Bunch of guys out of command control. Yeah, not much I can do about that guy being out of command control just yet. His headquarters was splashed all over the terrain. Some of these guys are out of command control. I don't quite understand. They seem to be close enough to their headquarters. I keep telling myself I ought to read the manual. That's kind of like asking directions. But here we go. Let's get started with the next command cycle. 36 minutes. Okay, so I decided to hit that guy with artillery. He wisely decided to move. Well, that's nice. I hope that guy gets away down there. Company A is taking a... Oh, there you go. Nice shot for, come on, 3,000 meters to kill another reconnaissance. And the T-80 that never dies on the Autobahn. I'm only playing the rest of this game to find out if we can kill that thing. Oh, that was very nice. We could use that. Headquarters, Italian headquarters got a piece of him. This guy is still pointing this direction, so I don't see any particular fear that they're going to be back in short order. Of course, as many vehicles as these guys have, I wouldn't be surprised to see more of them just pulling out a Steam Deck and been back there boiling beets or something, waiting for their turn to come out. Looks like those guys are fixing to be assaulted. And the fight back in home, whatever, in the southeast is still on. Huh. Well, oh, what's up with that? I wonder why he'd be moving out of there. It's not like he's under any incredible pressure. Oh, look, my artillery fell on the great big nothing. This is okay. This is where I get all sick in my stomach. Okay, haha, I'm not there. I'm there and you're there. That's still a complete platoon from the original setup. That 2nd Platoon D Company 4th Battalion. They've been fighting from the start. There's still all 4 of them. There's something magical going on there. Just like there, that guy just won't die. Little infantry firefights here and there. Oh, goodness. You know, it'd be good if you killed that guy. Looks like we lost another M1 up there. Maybe I just wasn't paying close enough attention earlier and it's been dead. I don't know. Whoa. That's a big unit of tanks. Full company moving up the road. And I'd be very surprised if there was anybody there. Oh! Well, I'm very surprised. Somebody was there. Looks like they're bound and determined to hit it hard. I don't know what they killed, but I'm for it. I'm not for that. Boy. I was saying last time, you get in a situation here where you just have to put things, and they have to stand there, and then the artillery comes along and eats them. Well, that's nice. It killed a HQ and a utility. More dead Soviets is more better. Really, that's the bunch that can't shoot straight. They can't kill that T-80 for anything. Know one thing, they're going to wish they could kill some T-80s if that company keeps coming on the way it is. Bang, bang, bang. It looks like he wants to move away. Oh, another precious Bradley dead. Little red on red fratricide down in the southeast. There you go. There you go. Show him something. Huh. Oh, yeah, and they are sitting right there. How about that? Right here, this crowd got there and parked, although they look to be moving off to the back across the river. Okay, mech infantry has gotten in position. I could have swore I gave them hold orders, but it looks like they've got screen orders. That's not good. We may just have to, if we have enough orders next time, give them the word that they need to dig in. Oh, that's nice. Hit some leg infantry. They don't like getting hit. Hey, look at that. Somebody died. That's good. That's good. I sound bloodthirsty as hell, don't I? Okay, well, I don't like that. See, I'm not that bloodthirsty. See what happens. You know, they're beating themselves up down there. Those M1s are special. Just like that T-80 up there is special. Oh, look at that. That was nice. That was an unexpected benefit of moving into position there. 16 minutes. And here come the first of our armored reinforcements. We're going to be playing counterattack in the next couple of command phases. Could you please kill that T-80? That's all I'm asking. I don't care about the rest of the game. Just kill that T-80. Oh boy. More guys coming around the corner down there. Oh boy. Well, I don't know if there's anything back there, but brigade staff seems to think there is. Bang, you're not dead. Oh, that's just amazing. That guy, this guy right there, he's just blessed. Yeah, this is not fun. That's a disturbing development right there. Like I said, more tanks showing up and heading north. This guy doesn't seem to be able to get up and go. And more M1s. Another company. There should be a third company before too long. And we've got I want to say we got some mortars showing up. 6 minutes. That just amazes me. Down here in this area, it just amazes me. It's still going on, and that it sucked off a battalion of armor to go back and resolve it. Oh, look, that M1 platoon in the north has decided to go ahead and get going. And artillery on that hex again. Oh, look at that. Bradley killed the T-80. Ah, so it wasn't a... I'll have to look at that, see what it was. 1 minute. And that's that. Okay, goodness, did that guy die when I wasn't looking? Either that or he moved off. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we've had I didn't pay any attention. Look here, day, heavy rain, visual, 500 meters. Ooh. Well, look, we're 19 minutes in. I think what I'll do is pause this one and fiddle with some orders, and maybe we'll let this one run over a little bit, try to get 2 command cycles in a little bit longer than normal video. Stand by. Okay, well, I've given a bunch of orders. I think I made one obvious, well, it's obvious to me, a mission. I did something that was rather trivial instead of moving this guy up the road. I hope that's no big deal. Let's go over them real quickly. I didn't move that headquarters unit also. That's another, well, we'll catch up, I guess. This crowd is heading in this direction. This bunch is heading that way. Now, something that's worth looking at before I turn this on is what I've tried to do here is coordinate these three, this one, all showing up here at the same time. So at 0834, 0834, and 0834, and I did that by way of using that waypoint and introducing delays. That one gets no delay. That one gets a 2-minute delay. And that one gets a 4-minute delay. So they move along till they get here, and then they jump all together and go. Now, you know, we could move that waypoint to there, but I think I'll go ahead and let them assemble back here behind this infantry and then move through. You get caught in artillery, it's a risk. But the idea is assault and to hit with a dozen vehicles. These guys will follow up there 3 or 4 minutes later, if I remember right, the headquarters unit. That's kind of fun. I don't know how well it'll work, but it was fun to do. So rather than let this run on a whole lot more than it's going to anyway, I've also given some artillery orders out. Let's just let it run and see what happens. Oh, and look at that. Our command cycle has reduced from 36 to 27. We've got more command resources on, and the Soviets are at 40 minutes. So we've got a slight advantage there. I'm not sure what that'll count for, but let's go. And they're moving back into this victory point hex while that MiG infantry goes past the Bradleys in the woods. And the armor is moving. The assaulting guys are going. I did hit this with some artillery. They're not going to get there this round. I think one of the M109s hit them with suppressing fire. Look at that. Killed a mech rifle there. Probably should have smoked them in. You know, hey, hell of a time to think of that. But they're not going to see them unless the weather changes. They're not going to see them till they're right on top of them. Part of me hopes this weather clears because it's making me nervous. Oh, that makes me nervous too. Those Bradleys died there. There's some things going on that we can't see. Well, that guy finally died. And that was unpleasant for them too, and they're hitting that again. Who dies this time? The holy M1s. They stick. I don't understand what that. Okay, there we go. A little prep fire. It's a little early, but there you go. You know, and more armor. Those guys will get shoved toward that before it's all said and done. Kind of wondering when they're going to get the good sense to say, hey, maybe we ought to bring this battalion of armor back in the game. Well, I have no idea what that noise was. That was fascinating. Honestly, I don't know if you heard it. But I think I know what it is. Hopefully that will rectify it. Oh, look at that. The amazing blessed M1 platoon actually killed somebody else just then. But they ran out of ammo in the process. They haven't been able to get a good resupply, have they? That's not very surprising, seeing as they're cut off a couple of miles behind the main line. Now, why would you go there when you could scoot into cover? Well, I don't know. On the other hand, there's a platoon of tanks down there. That could be unpleasant. Things are rolling. I think we're going to finish this command cycle before it gets too dramatic. Look at that. They killed somebody else. Hmm. 13 minutes. We should see these guys in the south get real close to the hex they're assaulting. Weather's still miserable. Good weather for walking up on guys. That's going to be a first if I actually get a company of tanks, a company of M1s adjacent to them before they get a shot at us. Of course, when they do get a shot at us at 500 meters, it ought to be exciting. Weather's still holding. This is cool. Sometimes this game does things that make you scratch your head, and other times it just makes you smile. Six minutes left. We may hit 30 minutes after all before this is all said and done. We may make the 30-minute. It's running pretty quick. Look at that. These guys should be out in the open, and they're all in one big bunch. There's a company of M1s. Oh, those guys have been fighting so valiantly. Uh-oh. I think we just bumped into them down there. Three minutes. More reinforcements. That should be some mech infantry. Or no, looks more armor. It's more armor. The counterattack is well and truly on right now. Well, we see them. I think that has to do with thermal imaging sites. Whether they see us is a question. Oh, we just went to visual 2,000 meters in light rain. Everybody sees each other now. And these guys are in position, and they started doing some killing. I was hoping for rain to cover that move across there, but I guess they're just going to take their chances running across those plains. One minute. It's going to run out before we enter that hex, isn't it? Got a pretty good smackdown going on up in the north with that fresh platoon. And that company is raising hell there at the bridge. Look at them. Killing them dead. 4 tanks. Oh! Well. Contested battle if the game ends now. I wonder if we can... I need to pause this just a moment. Well, all right, let's see. What this is telling us is we Warsaw Pact's got that hex. Go figure, they got that hex. That hex. that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Oh, that one's contested. I think we probably have that one. I can't see it. There, there, there. And we've got the rest of them. Here it says it'll pass to us because we're hitting them like a ton of bricks there. That's kind of cool. Keep that one. Keep that one. Keep that one. Oh, we have an interesting decision to make. At this point, and I can't really do much with this map except use this. At this point, we have the option to end the game and move on to the next scenario in the campaign, or to see if we can take back some of these victory point hexes. I think that's plenty possible, although this might be a little harder than I would have liked with this crowd watching me cross this plain. Well, that's nice that they're back online, but they're a long ways off from doing anything. I'll use this to move us around. Down in this neighborhood, we'll take that back clearly. There's another company of armor here, and I think under the circumstances it should be possible. It shouldn't be too hard to take this one back, and maybe even this one. With the ticket will be to come through here and up and take it back. We just have to see what happens coming from ding ding from those directions, from the big battle in the southeast where they so foolishly went after that victory point hex. So part of me says take a contested and run, but I'd like to play a little bit more. Now, if you take, if I recall correctly, if you choose to keep fighting, then the next time you can quit is at the time limit, and that's disturbing. I'm going to have to read the rules and think about this. So stand by. I'll see you again soon. I'm gonna leave this one up in the air. What we're gonna do. Indecision may or may not be my problem. You know, I'm sitting here just going back and forth. I want to see what happens. We're going to continue fighting, and that should end the turn. So, real quick, where are we? All right, settle down. There we go. Hey, I figured out how to see this. 114 fallen out, 50 dead, 524, 225. That is 7.5 battalions of armor. That's 4.5 battalions of mech. There's 2.5 of infantry, assuming. Well, again, I keep going waffling on that. Hey, guess what? I need to read the bloody book. So it's been bloody, bloody, bloody. We've got 67% of our stern and 58% of victory points. I think we can get some of that back. This has drug on 5 minutes longer than normal, but I think it was worth it. I think I'd probably be rather cautious about this. I think taking this back, this back are possible. Probably that, although it might be ugly before that's all said and done. These guys just need to stand. These guys need to go this way. They need to move up the road this way. These guys need to probably head this way or to back up this attack into this. And given the level of resistance in here, it might be nice to have a second company. In fact, these guys could establish this fire base here, and these guys could charge. That could be interesting. I don't know. Things to think about. In any case, it's been interesting and kind of an exciting turn. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.